Hello again, Struckbook. Welcome back. After around an hour break for dinner, I am back with the Werebear, and I'm super excited to try how much my DPS improved after ranking up to rank 15 with the last dungeon I did. My my overpower damage, my overpower glyph, and it pretty much gave me from 130 something to 240 something. From 236 136 to 248, I think. And yes, it was a decent improvement of around 80% roughly of what it was before from that glyph. And that's not my total overpower, just the overpower from the glyph that I'm talking about, which obviously stacks with the rest of it. And yeah, right now my overpower should be 500. Yeah, 537, which is pretty solid considering here I've got 47.3 from the weapon as a built-in, but then there is 36 that is invisible. It won't show in this number, but it is there. 36 will overpower with where bear, which is again, it's not gonna show up right here, but it will add up. This 537 will add up with this 36. And do I have any other overpower stuff with Werebear or anything? I don't think I do. So we were doing dungeons with my friends. I wonder if they're still doing dungeons. Um, the Tree of Whispers. Let me go on Discord to ask them. What's up? Are you still doing dungeons? Cause I'm ready for some more. Do you have a party? Mm-hmm. Well, you could either invite me or I could request to join, and we can do some more. I know which ones are reasonable, so we don't do the shit ones. And yeah, just let me know when. I'll disconnect from Discord now and go back to the game. So yeah, overpower, and there's 40 more from this potion. Now I need to work on my life. That's the stuff I need to work on. There's an improvement. Life cooldowns. This is the stuff that needs improvement. What level are they? 68, 70. Is there anything worth? Yeah, there are some shit ones that I need to get rid of. Code enchanted, code enchanted. I don't need. Rest is fine. So are we needing Helltide materials? The Forgotten Souls. Are we needing Forgotten Souls for the rose? I reached the point where yeah, I'm stuck behind not being able to do some reroll thanks to lack of Forgotten Souls, but it's still fine. All things considered, it is still okay. So this one needs to be. I'll probably keep it as it is and then eventually extract it. This axe. Eventually, if I need injured, I'll extract it. Injured damage, I mean. So I did change my gauntlets and I just need to upgrade them. And again, Forgotten Souls will be needed for those. Um, mm, this and this. Those are also very good ones, and I'll keep them. Eventually, maybe reroll stuff. This one's actually for the barb, and this one was against something. Wait. Yeah, this one is for extraction. Or maybe I can keep it for other classes. Okay, let's see what is up. They open. I'll go and salvage the ones that we don't need. The Cold Enchanted. Cold Enchanted, definitely not for me. They can probably do fine because they've got range. Let's see, which one do I wanna... That's a unfinished stronghold. Did they accept? Because I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah. Here it goes. I forgot about the poison here.
Bless you.
Oh, not the stun, not the stun. Ah, the stun, the stun, the stun.
My savior.
Okay.
My savior.
This one with that poison, so annoying. Let's see.
Wouldn't have made it without him.
Another shrine. Nice. Was that 170 something K? You're 29. So far I've done as far as 30 with this character. With them as well. Oh, there's this annoying guy here that we need to kill. He has this annoying spectral ghost or whatever thing that copies his attacks. I'll save the stun for then. Okay, good. I didn't need to waste the stun. That's what happens when it's three of us bursting him down. And now it's kill all enemies. We've missed one. Someone's dead. I can't see where the corpse is. Aha. Yeah, it's a little bit off point. On the minimap, it's showing it in a different spot. Wow, so full, so quick. Filling up the inventory that quickly. Pretty nice. Oh shit. Oh shit. So it's nice to focus one target. I can go and stun them. Damn, nothing I can drop. Ah, this. No, fuck. Now, which one did I drop? Is that it? Why was that there? That shouldn't have been there. I've rearranged the inventory somehow and messed up. I probably had something that I was keeping there. Now it's gone. Okay, I have to come back and pick up all the stuff because there's so much.
This I can sell.
10.6% lucky hit chance. I could give that to him for the lucky hit chance build.
Decent value. I thank you. Good fortune.
I need to figure out what to level up next after my Werebear is leveled up. After the Werebear glyph, I mean. What would be the next glyph I level up? To 15.
That got most of it. Plenty worth keeping.
They're not taking this. Well, I'll take it myself then. Okay, let's see. This way. I'm not seeing any XP events, right? Yeah. Oh, XP event. Shit. Hmm. Let's show up my spirit.
No. Do not go any further.
You are weak and foolish. Sorry. Oh, be with you.
I'll be with you.
I apologize. I need help. Follow me. Impressive.
Spamming emotes.
Yes. Halt. I greet you.
Wait.
There is no dancing emote.
Look.
Come with me.
Let's see. Over here. I'm loving this overpowering stuff. Okay. I'm full for both. Well, just 30 that are on the ground. I'll just go and gamble for I guess helmet again. I guess. As usual.
The finest cuts and fine indeed.
14% movement speed. Tempting. Very tempting. Another storm shifter, I would need that one eventually. Nothing's ancestral.
Hello, hello. Well, there's something special. Much thanks, friend. Hello,
This will do nicely. Keep them sharp, keep them ready.
See if there's anything. Ballistic I probably keep. And this one no.
What's still got some good in it?
I got enough storm shifter stuff.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Let me put it in the storage in the meantime. Skinwalker. Wonder where it went. It's a better skinwalker than the one I've got. No, it's not better. So this is for salvage. Okay. this one. Okay. Common enemies. Throat sliter. Interesting name. The rogues are cutthroats, but those guys are throat sliters. So much damage. What's this one? And those explosions. We might have missed a keeper on our way. and have to backtrack maybe. Hopefully that's not the case. We'll see. Yeah, I have a feeling that like we've missed that one over there. Getting some superior stuff. So some ancestral stuff for the Necro. Because the next class I play will be the Necro after this one. After this one is to level 70-ish. I'll go back on my Necro and level it from 50 to 70-ish. And then make a build. Ideally I wanna make the Mist Explosion, but if I don't get the items for it, I could make something else like the Dark Lord, for example. That's pretty doable. There you go, so quickly.
All things have value, I suppose. Yes, yes, I'll take it.
Not bad. 40% vulnerable damage, pretty solid.
Don't ruin all that work.
Let's see what else is here.
You don't want that.
Let's see what the next dungeon would be.
There's that.
I'm forgetting where this shit was located. Yeah, Champion's Demise. I like that we're getting that as Nightmare Dungeon pretty often. I had another one, but it was called Enchanted or something like that. Something shitty, I can't remember what, and I just got rid of that one. But this one's fine. This one's pretty manageable.
Greetings.
He's waving.
Do not go any further. I greet you.
Wait.
Look, I could use some assistance.
Hello.
Greetings.
Let's see what's happening. Razor says, hello, Mr. Sir, how's it going? Farming time. It's going well. Me and my friends have been running some dungeons. I've been enjoying the fun of the Werebear. With Petrify especially. Much more fun than with Grizzly Rage. How's it going with you? Did you make an out? Did you rage quit already? Also, did you hear about the upcoming big massive patches before the season begins? And about the stuff that's going to be into them. The more I hear about the season, the less likely it gets for me to go and play during seasons. Especially now that I know that not all the renowned stuff would carry over. Just the Altars of Lilith and the map exploration, which is roughly around what? Around 800 renown out of 2000 per region. So we'll still have to grind the every single side dungeon. We'll still have to grind every stronghold. We'll still have to grind what else was there? Waypoints. We'll see the waypoints, but we won't have them. We'll have to walk through them. So side quest strongholds, waypoints, and side dungeons you will have to ground. In the pre-WoW, the renown would be areas discovered and Altars of Lilith, which is pretty shitty. You play casually hardcore. Aha. What's new? Right now there isn't anything new. The new thing is there was a stream yesterday, a dev stream. Yesterday, and they talked about a bunch of stuff about what's to come. And that just made me even less interested in the seasons. Again, leveling up, they will be increasing the experience, but they haven't set major increases. They just said that they will be increasing the experience in nightmare dungeons, and they're also looking into increasing the XP per hour by making you be able to teleport to nightmare dungeons after you activate the sigil. So let's say I activate the sigil for nightmare Champion's Demise, because I'm inside that dungeon. This would make it so that I can teleport to Champion's Demise through the map. Seasons, I have very low expectations already for seasons. It needs to be some super big, massive, nice type of new endgame content that they didn't add on launch for me, to make me wanna go and start over. We'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait for 3 months every time there's something new to come to the internal realm, but eventually we'll be getting the new stuff just 3 months later. If that's how they want to treat their players, that's awful, but not much can be done about it. The smart way to do it is to make all the seasonal content available to the eternal realm, except with the maybe seasonal story or whatever. But if there's new mechanics, if there's new items and stuff like that, this should also become immediately available to eternal realm, not just seasonal realm. But they always try to get you to start over in those games with exclusive stuff that will remain exclusive until the season is over, with the fear of missing out. Get that item before the regular realm 3 months early. Bullshit. If I start instant level 100, I definitely would be interested. I just need double the experience rates, maybe even triple at what we are seeing right now. after level 70 triple up until level 70 double. Maybe after level 70 even quadruple up until level 50 double, and between level 50 and 70 triple than what we are seeing right now. And that will never happen. This good experience, they would never give us that. But starting around level 9 or 10, the experience gets super bad in this game. If you only rush the main story, if you're a character that has just started playing first character, rushing the main story, doing maybe the occasional side quest or side dungeon, but not too much, you end up getting out leveled so much by the main content that it's silly. But Nightmare Dungeons are so bad that I'm surprised someone decided to make this boring type of endgame and thought that it would be good for a game in the scale of Diablo 4. A game that has so many people's expectations and so many people betting on it being a good game with good endgame. And they just released this boring half-assed you can't even call it proper endgame what Nightmare Dungeons are right now. I don't mind recycled content if it's done right. This is anything but done right. Recycled content. Nice. I'm interested to see from now up until season 1 how many things will be drastically changed in terms of balance as well. They're saying the buffs are coming. Let's see what buffs are coming. Let's see. They also said that it's much easier to nerf something that is stronger than to buff everything else that isn't. Because that's so many more things that could break while they're buffing 10 things rather than nerfing one. Which in a way I understand, but that's not an excuse to keep things underpowered when they clearly need to be buffed up. And obviously, when I'm asking for buffs, I'm not asking of Diablo 3 bullshit billions of damage numbers on buffs, because that would be silly. For everything to become those silly numbers that we had in Diablo 3. I think there is a bug with the Werebear Pulverize. Sometimes it just does 0 damage. It doesn't hit, not even shockwave. Pulverize, shockwave, neither of those seems to hit if you're super close to the enemy. Maybe I'm not sure what causes it. Whether it's intended behavior, whether it's just a bug that's based on distance, whether it's something completely different. And if it is, I would like to know how to avoid it. At least my friend's Bone Necro seems to be picking up the pace with the damage, and that gives me hope for when I try Dr. Bones 3.0. Thankfully, they'll be doing what I was asking for in terms of gems and putting them over here. There's a separate tab over here, putting the gems, and then you just go to the socketer NPC, and it will do they will do the socketing for you. So we'll be losing the ability to socket gems ourselves, but at least we won't have that bullshit clutter of our inventory of various types of gems or our storage. I hope they increase the gold coins drop chances or reduce the cost of various things at the NPCs. Oh shit, oh shit. I need to return later here to pick that wood, cause yeah, not enough room. They could increase our back storage capacity from 33 to like 44 or 50, but we make the inventory so smaller, but fit more in there, or give us a second tab of equipment. That would be nice. Man, there's so much unpicked loot. Temerity. Nice. I wanted that. I did want to try this for various builds. Doesn't look very special, but for squishy classes, it's solid. Of course, you have to get the healing effect in the first place, but it's solid nevertheless.
I have something to fit you, I'm sure. Good price.
Dex intelligence and spirit cost reduction. The only thing this is missing is movement speed.
Very nice.
And 21 Skinwalker, and my Skinwalker is 358. Yeah. Let me go and pick up what I had there. Where was the orange stuff I left? Ah shit, I'm in the wrong part. I left some orange stuff here. It probably went to the missed wood. It probably went to my stash. In the wood you might have missed category. Yeah. Most likely both of them went there. Which is nice that they're doing that for legendaries.
It is a deal.
Let's see if I can get movement speed on those boots. Maybe it won't let me though, because I don't have that that material, the Forgotten Soul.
Stay on the path.
It's super shitty how they're limiting certain types of loot to certain types of content. This is one of the most annoying things developers do. You want this type of wood, you have to must have 100% go to this content. It won't drop anywhere else. oh, you want that other type of food, now go to the other type of content. Instead of dropping every single type of food from every single type of content, which is how the regular game should be, and then let you decide the type of content you wanna do, and just do the type of content you like. Okay. Pick the next dungeon. Come on. So much poison here. Those damn hornets. Oh shit, there's a boot thingy. Okay, the overpowering shrine. Okay, they can go this way, I'll go the other way. Clear out some enemies with that shrine before it disappears. Although that's them. There's one more alley where they're going, and after that, it's the next stage. Okay, this way. This next one. Destroy the cocoon. Okay, this is understandably not so annoying. Thankfully, on this map, the QO enemies is in a very small area. That could be the only way they use QO enemies. And anywhere where it's a big area, instead of QO enemies, there should be Q enemies. And when you reach about 80%, it should fill up that bar. Similar to how you have in the Legion's event, provoke the Hell Servants, where you don't have to kill absolutely everything. And you could leave out some stuff as long as you kill the majority of each one. Vocation spawn. Something similar can be done for those dungeons instead of QO enemies. Having to queue enemies and queue up a bar. And about 80 or 75% of all enemies should be enough. And this poison I had. And this freeze. Go around canals. I like that map. It's short and fast to rush. Even the QO enemies is not something that takes forever to do. They didn't like this stuff. Well, this is a strong one for a distant enemy build.
it as a deal.
Intelligence, attack speed, willpower. Instead of attack speed, there was crit chance. I could have removed the lucky hit and added chunks to pulverize.
Very nice.
Live well, my friend. Good salvage.
Let me check for an experience event. Okay, I've got some of that left, but let's use another one just in case. Apparently, it goes up even if you're not the one doing the pumping. If you just stay there, it goes up. I'm wondering if it won't be better if I keep pumping it. Let's pump my spirit rather. This would get me to 72 this event probably. Although, I think it will only get me a million XP at most. Okay, nice. second one. I'll be here. But yeah, even those events stop giving me reasonable experience after level 70. Hopefully I get at least 1,000,000 from that whole experience, from that whole event. I started at like 6 million, now I'm 6.6. See. Alright, homeward, get wrecked. See again this bug where they're not taking any damage from my hit, only from the basic attack. And the other one is not even showing me number, it's not showing me 0 as a number, it's just not showing any number at all. And normally it should show two numbers, one number for Pulverize, one for the shockwave. But yeah, for whatever reason,
Thank you. Goodbye.
this doesn't show it. Oh, whispers.
It is done.
Feast, lamb, feast.
And this is another bullshit. Why does this lost wood go immediately in any chest slot? And why doesn't it get highlighted to know which one it is? I have to go and look for it rather than going to my bag. And if my bag is full, just tell me and let me claim it. Let me drag and drop it or something. Very good for shred builds.
Have many fine pieces, rare and beautiful.
I can break that down.
Okay. Let's see if that's the goblin one. It's not the goblin one. I can go back. Cool. Okay. Which wave is that? 5 out of 5. Those explosions keep getting them. Come on. Let's see where the next box is. Those shakers. I like this one. It's fast sometimes when you find the mechanical boxes quickly. We're at the slow XP point already.
Fair trade. Be wary on the road. Father bless. What do you need?
I wonder how far we can push with this group at those levels. Reasonably quickly. Probably this is right now our reasonable
Let's go salvage.
speed of pushing
Come back if you
dungeons.
need
Like
work.
no more than tier 30. If you were to try tier 35, we might probably get one shot a watt. And just make it more about dodging rather than killing and waste time. Probably Zenith is what we should do now. Next I should work on another board already. I'm getting to that point where I should start adding one more board. Which means I should first pick my next glyph. Most likely either exploit or the damage to close one, which was it? Territorial. This territorial. Maybe damage to a fortified. Damage to a fortified is for intelligence boards. Territorial is for dex boards. Intelligence and dex. If I were to open that image I have here, intelligence and dex boards. Which one has the bigger number? Intelligence can be 54, while dex goes up to 49 only. So probably... Oh, and there was the other option, Guzwar. Guzwar is the other option. Wow, I'm healthy. Now where did Guzwar go? Another intelligence. Yeah, Guzwar and an intelligence board might be interesting. And if I don't like Guzwar, well, there's always leveling another one and wasting a bunch of time to level that other one. Oh, there is AFK. Well, why they do whatever they do. I'll just run around doing some bounties. I wish skills were real lifesteal. Would have been so much better if they were proper lifesteal instead of life on kill. Like not permanent, not guaranteed lifesteal, but chance to lifesteal on hit. That would have been the better way to do skills. X% chance to lifesteal, X% on hit. or on crit. I'll need more willpower here. This willpower and that willpower and that willpower. Here. Legion. Let me tell them about the Legion.
Yes.
Do not go any further.
Do not go any further, eh?
Look,
I need help.
yes. Greetings. You are weak and foolish.
What's the highest level here? 73? Let me check this bear
Yes.
boy. What the fuck? look at his outfit.
Wait.
He's done two-hander and put pulverize
Yes.
shockwave in there.
Do not go any further.
He's doing grizzly, okay. And he's using that broken item Vasilis prayer, which barely fortifies for any amount. I tried that helmet and it was not worth it to sacrifice this extra life this one gives me. And that aspect I've got. I've already got two very good defensive aspects, but if they fix the fortify, it will be worth it. If they fix the fortify, I'm going all for it. For Vasilis prayer, but right now Vasilis prayer is a waste until they fix the fortify to scale to the player's level. Instead of giving you 10 fortify or 14 fortify or whatever. They could have just put the boss to the other spot there, so it would be closer to the people killing that other thing. This glitch where it's just not hitting with my skill. Come on. Let's see this.
Dark days upon us. You need a well struck. Raise the father.
Let's see, next up. This barely gave any experience. I mean, that's not a problem about how much experience it gives, about how much experience is required to level up. So just 10% from that stupid Legion event. 10%. It used to give a lot, but not anymore in terms of percentages. Okay. The ballista one shot him. Those skelebos. Now the pedestal. I can only feel the pain people have experienced leveling to level 100. I can only imagine how painful it must have been to those people who have already reached level 100 to reach it. Unless they were using some of those things that got nerfed, like Champion's Demise and other things apparently that were giving a massive experience. That got extremely nerfed now. Unless they were using that and were leveling with something low and unreasonable like what we're doing right now. Yeah. Must have been painful for them if it's already slow after level 70, 71. Why do people always fall when I take a conduit? I see them fall, then I immediately don't kill my enemies and just hit them once so they can travel after. But normally with shrines like those you wanna split up. One person covers one side, the other and so on. Yeah, what the fuck happened in that teleport? Ah shit. Okay, he'll get him. What the hell? Did you see that? My character was not finishing his animation and getting stuck. Like doing that all the time instead of slamming and just going back and forth. Even the sound was kind of like weird at that time. Nice. If I were so, I would have kept this shrine for the boss fight. I mean, I could still keep it and not take it until the boss fight. I have to take the shrine later. Încercăm de termine. A little bit of shrine for the boss. I'm not sure which one to upgrade next. Do I want to go Guzward? Do I want to go Territorial? Or should I go exploit? Either of those three would be good and work fine for me.
Anything else? Well struck.
804. If we didn't have that damage to poison, it would have been nice. Or the damage over time. One of those two would have been good to be not there. Maximum life. And crit strike damage, but lightning and poison damage in the same spot.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
There's a little bit more to pick up here, if I'm not mistaken. Clearly one inventory back is not enough.
Anything else?
$808. One of them is going to sleep. Probably the other one too. Well, we can still do one more dungeon maybe. Who knows, maybe more. Jedi, Jedi has been feeling the experience. Now he understands how slow it is. Probably now that he's 71. I wonder if I should stream all night, or maybe just a few more hours. Ideally, I think if I get this bear boy to 75, 74, it would be okay to go and make the build, even though I'm missing certain things. And that the series prayer kind of was disappointing in terms of fortify. The rest is okay. Earth skills, the werebear skills, that's nice. I could boost them by boosting shapeshifting skills with the storm shifter. Sure. I wonder if it will give me the bonus from the storm shifter twice. One because because Pulverize is a shapeshifter due to the being werebear, and then twice because it's also Earth, would that give it, because Earth is counting as Werebear as well? I'll have to figure it out. Probably not only once. If it has multiple tags that something boosts, it's probably only gonna count once, regardless of how many times those tags are counted. I can try something even more difficult to see if we can push through. Although I think we shouldn't. We probably could do 31, 32. But maybe the time it will take us to do it won't be really worth it. My damage is still not where I want it to be. I mean, the max I did was 180,000, I think, was the most I've seen myself do. Okay, maybe... Where is he? That was nice. I caught him on the door. Weird, he said he got nothing for a second time from him. His necro damage should be pretty strong if we melted him that quick. I know that wasn't from my damage, but the butcher melting this quickly. I mean, sure, I do 100k plus, close to 200 almost. But he should be doing 200 plus per single cast because he has 3 hits of the bone spear. So even if he does 150,000, he probably does actually 450. And there's the echoes as well that just keep resonating and repeating his cast. And if you catch the butcher in one place and do the proper distance when casting it, yeah, you saw what happened. Okay, interesting.
There's that. You can still use these.
Dex. Really want that dex. I also want I also want life.
I can break that down.
$31 back asylum, let's see. It has dropped, might as well try it.
Look.
Hmm. Oh, I forgot to take a multivitamin with my food. Earlier when I had my dinner before the second stream. those one-shotty things that the archers do. Cool. Yeah, that bone neck was so strong. Compared to seeing a minion build, the bone one seems to be doing much better. And it was to be expected. I mean, I expected crit builds on the Necro to be most likely the only viable, real viable DPS one can do until they buff up minions again. I'll see how Blood Nova does though. Because I always expected Bone Spirit and Maximum Essence build on the Necro to be the super duper nuke. I'm not sure if he's doing Bone Spirit. I might ask him tomorrow to tell me if he started using Bone Spirit, or maybe he's using the item that autocasts it, triggers free Bone Spirit every now and then. But if it's a free Bone Spirit, then how much damage would it do? Because Bone Spirit normally does damage based on the amount of essence consumed. And if it's not consuming any because it's free, then what would it use as a base? Would it use the minimum, or would it use the maximum? A lot of things I want to experiment with when it comes to my Necro in a few days. Maybe the day after tomorrow. Once this one is like 75 core, maybe 6, although maybe not 6. That's when I'll make the build video. So maybe I'll play more tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow I could be ready for the build video. And move on to the Necro for like level 70 something as a goal after. We get another butcher to show up. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, there's 2 mobs on that side that we left. Or maybe not. Wait, what the fuck? Map is messing with me. This map. Wait, what the? What the actual fuck? Do you see this shit? Ah, that's where they are. They were becoming invisible, hiding from the map, and then reappearing. That revive for revive. I like that it's a long stun. How many seconds? 4 seconds. Good enough to revive a person.
You there! Please help us get out of here!
See, this one, the shit that didn't hit him. Couple of times the pulverize just didn't. I didn't see any damage going through. The basic attack was doing the damage, but the pulverize wasn't. And now the basic attack was doing fine, but it was doing a ton of damage, but it didn't show it. Maybe it was the necro execute or something. What's here? Nice. And few more mobs left. A room. 16 mobs. He got ambushed. No, don't revive. No. You shouldn't have tried to revive me. Not when there's just that little amount of mobs left. Only growth of natural balance. I'll go back for them.
Well struck.
331 max life. That's the minimum. It's gonna be hard to beat the 756 even when it's upgraded. Fortunate.
Anything else?
This one is very good for a lightning build. On a mage. Oh, 600 life ring. Oh, why is it damage over time? Why? And it's crit strike with damage over time. Obviously, it's useless. I would either use this on a damage over time build or on a crit build with werewolf. But it's good. This is too high item power to not use on some build later on. Let's see what's on the ground. There's some PvP going here, so better the other zone. He said he needs two favors for a whisper collection. I like this because it's a high ground and you can see them coming. We have whispers, here we go.
It is done. Knew it. Different, this one.
How can I help?
Now this I liked. This ring I really liked. This one. Physical damage for short generation, increased strike chance and max life.
Don't ruin all that work.
Another Legion event. And Trink says, good night. How do you see the leveling of the characters? Takes so long to level. Tell me about it. It's painful. It's just as I expected. Maybe even what worse. I mean, yeah, they were clear about it. They said 150 to 180 hours from level 1 to level 100. I didn't realize how long that would fucking actually be. And it will be problematic to people who want to do seasons. If they don't fix experience, I'm not doing seasons. I'm not masochistic. I'm not a masochistic person that wants to be butt fucked with two hands in the same hole. Sorry, but this experience rate is only for masochistic people. If that's the type of people they want to target with their seasons, with their seasonal battle passes, and if they want sales, they clearly need to change stuff. Obviously, their target audience is casual players with seasons because that's the type of people who they seem to have designed the cash shop in mind with. So the content is designed for one type of people, but the cash shop for another type of people, and they need to get their shit straight. Do they want to target the hardcore grinders, top 1% of the ones that only play the broken builds, and and if that's the type of people they want to target, sure, okay, then they need to change the shop. Or do they want to target the more casual players, which the shop is obviously targeted at? Then if that's the type of people they want to target, then they need to change a lot of things in terms of quality of life and grindiness. They could nerf the drop rates and increase the experience rates. So people don't grind for experience, they grind for items. And the drop rates for some things are much higher than for other things. Some uniques have much lower drop chance than others. This is clear as day and night already. I mean, it's my third character I've gotten to 70 plus. I've got another two characters at around 50. So I've seen enough about between 50 and 70 with those three characters that reach 70. I've seen how bad it is when it comes to unique drop rates. Some of them keep dropping over and over and over and over. So obviously they have very high chance to drop, while other unique items are nowhere to be seen. Let's see. But yeah, it's problematic is putting it mildly. When it comes to seasons and experience rates, if you want people to start over and redo stuff. But the biggest problem with the seasons will also be that you need to redo the grindy, boring stuff that is side dungeons and strongholds and anything that is not Altars of Lilith. Or map exploration. So you have to go and visit every waypoint, and the map will be explored, but you would still need to go and visit those waypoints. Which again, kind of interesting decision to make it that way. And most of all, you would have to do those 100 plus side dungeons every season, at least once. They already confirmed it yesterday, for me it's already 2 days ago, in a stream. The only things that get converted over to the season is Altar of Lilith, all of those. So you get renown for those, and you will get renown support map completion. Any map areas that you have explored will also be converted. But side dungeons, waypoints, and other stuff such as strongholds and side quests, you would have to redo every time. Which is bullshit. I was hoping every single thing on that renown bar would be transferred. I was hoping that all that 2000 renown I have grinded, I will start the season with. I would start with those 20 Paragon points already unlocked, so that the moment I reach level 20, level 50, if I decide to play season, the moment I reach level 50, I start with those 20 season points, and the same goes for the skill points. I was hoping I would have those extra skill points, and now with Altars of Elite and map exploration, that's around 800 renown, so it's probably gonna give you the first two rewards, the one skill point and the potion capacity. You won't get the second skill point per area. That means you only get 5 instead of 10 skill points, and that's shit. Also the codex, you probably have to go for the codex. You probably have to do the codex all over again. So again, every single dungeon.
Thank you.
But the problem with the dungeons is not the renown, not the. It's not the codex entries. It's that you get renown for those dungeons and you have to refarm it, redo it. Yeah, people would go and rush a build. That's fine. They would go and unlock certain things first, but eventually they would still have to unlock all the other stuff because they want those extra Paragon points. 20 Paragon points is 5 levels. So at level 100, you would be as if you are level 105 with those Paragon points, which is a huge difference. A huge difference and a big boost to someone who has just freshly entered into their 50s and doesn't have many Paragon points. And again, having to do side quests and stuff, having that Paragon bullshit, no. Having to grind for those Paragons every season, that would be annoying. Extremely annoying, and having to unlock all the stuff all over again.
Fair trade.
So yeah, I'm most likely not gonna touch seasons until they at least fix the experience rates. At least that. That's the least they could do. And they did say that they would be boosting the experience we get from Nightmare Dungeons, but they didn't specify by how much. And in what capacity exactly. What is more worth, buying or destroying? Wait, what? We're doing secondaries. Secondaries, you mean side quests? Well, you only need 10 to 15 side quests per zone, and some of them are easy, but yeah, it is annoying. Oh, items you don't want to have. So selling or destroying is depending on what you need. If you need coins, obviously sell. If you need materials like the legendary materials or the yellow materials, the veld crystals, obviously, then salvage. It's how it goes. You gotta decide what you need to do with the items first. You gotta decide what what you're going after. I normally sell unless I need veld crystals, the yellow stuff. The legendary I always salvage. I never sell the legendary. Okay. Nice. Druid leveling since well, the druid, depending on what build you played. If you played on ranged build with the human form, you probably do better damage, especially lance-wide. Lance-wide is very strong. Shapeshifters, they just need to be around this level 70, 68, 9. That's around the time when it picks up the pace. What I'm fighting now is level 83 monsters. That's 11 levels above me. And this is on 2-player difficulty, so it's not the same as if I were on solo. On solo it would be a little easier, they would die a little quicker. But my friend's doing a lot of damage with his necro. But his necro was also not as good for a while. But it's very fun to me. To me, this is very fun. To level this fella, but not as strong as my rogue or as my mage. in terms of clearing stuff, but very super tanky. I've survived so many things that would have destroyed my mage or rogue. But with my rogue, I wouldn't have gotten to the point where they would have killed me, because I would have killed them so quick they wouldn't have had time to retaliate. But Werebear Druid is very good for a team tank. Especially if you play it like me with Petrify to stun enemies and prime them up for damage bursts from your teammates. The next one I'll level to 70 would be the Necro. So not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Tomorrow again, maybe last day of playing on the Druid tomorrow. After that it's Necro time for a while. And after that Barbarian as the final one to reach 70. The one I'm definitely not looking forward to playing is Barbarian. It's extremely boring. It doesn't feel like a Barbarian from Diablo 2 or Diablo 3. It's the worst melee class I've played in a game ever. Even Torchlight and Warhammer Chaos Bane, which were average at best, had better and more fun melee combat in their final patches that I've played. So they're not getting any more patches because they're abandoned for one reason or another. Druid melee and rogue melee are very fun. Barbarian melee didn't seem as fun. In the beta it didn't seem as fun to get to level 50. Especially if you don't have the right aspects, if it's not dropping the right aspects for you. But even with the right aspects, it feels so boring. The skill animations, the skill behavior, and speed, and mobility, and movement speed, and attack speed, all of that felt so wrong on a Barbarian. But since it does big damage, everyone fucking likes to play it. Right now. Dwarf Slayer is Chaos Bane at least had variety in builds. But Dwarf Slayer, yeah, Bragi was fun in Chaos Bane. There was a lot of good stuff in terms of how to play it. I mean, Barbarian also has a variety of builds. And I don't know why people only play Whirlwind. What the fuck? Yeah, Whirlwind is the strongest, but that doesn't mean you can't play the other ones. Barbarian in this game has plenty of builds. It's just that people don't play it because it's not as strong as Whirlwind. Because people have a fetish of playing the meta. And that's because of the bad balance. If it was balanced in such a way where everything was reasonably equally strong, that would not have been the case. But there's ways to play the Barbarian around Hammer of the Ancients. There's ways to play it around Rupture or Death Blow or Thorns. You could even do Whirlwind with Thorns if you feel like it. Bleeding Thorns Whirlwind. But there's one huge problem with Rupture, the cooldown. They fucked up that skill with such a huge cooldown.
Can I help you? Anything else?
807 item power. Oh, that's a single handed hammer. It's okay, I'll keep that one and I'll look at it later. Wants one more dungeon. One more dungeon. Which one should we do? Can't remember which one Demon's Wake was. Oh, it's that one. I was really looking forward to a Quake Stomp build. The one where you have Ground Stomp and Leap and Hammer of the Ancients, all of them doing earthquakes and quaking and all of that stuff. And using the thing that gives a leap up to like 400% extra damage, stuff like that. And yeah, I was looking forward to doing that one, but also the one where ground stomp resets leaps cooldown or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the synergy was, but I think it was ground stomp resetting it, and that gives you extra leaps. But in any case, leveling it up to 50, it felt wrong, even with the right aspect. In Diablo 2, I really liked leap attack. And that was when I was a teenager, like long ago, when I didn't care, I didn't know what to, a term like meta or whatever. I was just playing the game for the sake of playing it without caring about endgame or farming. I mean, we were carrying the heroes on floppy disks from one net cafe to another. We didn't have PCs at home, so we would make heroes, then save them on a floppy disk, and then bring them to another net cafe wherever we are. And it was interesting. But leap attack was fun, and I actually liked Whirlwind back in the day in Diablo 2. But in here it feels so boring. It doesn't feel like Torchlight 3 spin to win. It doesn't feel like Chaos Bane spin to win. It just feels lacking. Even the strong spin to win feels like something's wrong with it. It doesn't feel like a true spin to win, true Whirlwind. Even in Wolves and Blade Storm felt better than this game's Whirlwind. Okay, let's see what's here. But there's at least what 40 more days maybe until seasons. So are we paying close attention to what they do with the big chunky patch that they're planning to do, and any other not so chunky but still big patches they want to give us before season 1? And then I'll decide. I'll check the experience rates and decide, do I wanna start over every season, considering there's so many things I would have to do that are boring all over again. Once the season stream is out, once they've confirmed exactly what's gonna be in the season, although they've still never give us 100% of the information we need. But once we know at least a bit more to give us a general idea of whether it's really worth starting over or not, and that's when we have to really make the decision. I hope they don't shaft people who don't do seasons with cutting off a bunch of stuff and a bunch of mechanics and things for them. And I hope that the only thing that you lose by playing in the season is the gimmick of that season, whatever gimmick that might be. And the seasonal extra story quest or whatever seasonal, because I don't care about quest or story. I skip everything because there's nothing they can do in a story to surprise me and to make me say, oh, that's actually good writing, and that's actually something I've never seen written before on books, plays, movies, and whatever. But from what I heard about Diablo 4 story, it sounds like a telenovela. I didn't expect it to be that bad. Of what ended up happening in the story. Okay, now I died. Now he better not die because I'm gonna use a revive. But yeah, he shouldn't have died in the first place. He's obviously seeing that I'm running to get the things to explode. So why would he run into the exploding things? This makes zero sense. This is how you handle those mobs. You run around, make them all explode, and then you kill the rest of them. Those shamans are a big problem. Wait, why is there an enemy from behind? Oh, I can't put stuff. There's just one enemy left. Come on, kill them, come on. Another Mad Wolves Glee. $812 item power this time around. I need to go and sell and then come back and pick up a bunch of stuff. But yeah, one of the biggest
There is steel. For my
illogical
ones, too.
things that I've seen with this game is the lack of storage space.
This will do nicely.
It's as if they intentionally did that. Because I doubt that developers
Well
thought,
struck.
okay, 4 stash tabs would be enough. 50, 50 slots per stash, 200 slots or whatever. Um, I doubt they thought that would be enough. I'm pretty sure they knew that this won't be enough and intentionally decided to give us this little storage to see the reaction of the players, to see if players would be okay with it, which they clearly aren't. Maybe they wanted to review it. And they wanted to maybe show up as the good guys. Here, season 1, we're increasing the stash tab. Praises in the name of Inarius. We are the good guys for giving you improvements that should have been there on day 1, but we decided not to give you those on day 1, just so we can give you those later and get the credit for improving the game. It's silly. It's they obviously knew the other competitive competing games, the games that they're competing with, the games that are competing with them, being Path of Exile, Wastipoch, and other types of wooters of the genre, and they obviously know how stash is super important to people who play those games. Even if you take a game like Borderlands 3, launching with 50 stash tabs and then 50 stash slots, and then immediately few weeks after that expanding to 300 after feedback. So even if you take something like that, which is still a Wooter game, just a different type of Wooter, um, obviously storage is what people need because they want to test stuff. They want to experiment with new things. They want to have the same item but with slightly different rows, stuff like that. So this Mad Wolf's Glee, let's compare it to the other one. If the other one is Sacred, I can't remember if it was Ancestral or Sacred. I think it is Ancestral. Where did I even put it? This one. It is Ancestral. I have to compare. 10, 8.5. 4.4. 8.4. 10.5, 11. So this one is shitty road, shitty-ish compared to that one in terms of the damages and the movement speed. Actually, that one has the worst movement speed, never mind. But the damage reduction is terrible on that one compared to this one. So I don't know, maybe it's best to keep both of them for now. Did he say something? He didn't. So I didn't think hard about this item. Damage over time, obviously not needed for me. Damage to quotes and damage to SWOT, I could benefit from. Losing overpowered damage with Werebear skills and crit strike damage could hurt. But upgrading this would give me more overpower overall at the top. This 47.3 probably would be 50. And then this damage to close enemies would be permanently all the time, because I don't fight non-close enemies anyways. And it's gonna probably go to 30% when upgraded. Damage to slot will also probably go around 30% when upgraded. So this damage to crowd control, it sucks because I do a lot of damage to crowd control with the stunning from Petrify and stuff like that. But the damage over time rerolled might give me something nice. I'll think about that tomorrow, man. If only I had more resources to reroll today. This time made 9 million. Tomorrow I'll have to focus more on Hell Tides. I'll probably get the 17 minutes until the boss. I'll probably stop after the fight, but yeah, I'll probably get my third glyph to 15. Once I get my glyph number 3 to 15, I can do some Hell Tides for rerolls and stuff, for reroll materials. Mashava.
Greetings.
Hello.
Greetings. Hello.
We haven't decided which thing I wanna use next. Thinking the Guzzler because it's the most damage I
Thanks.
could squeeze out of it, and it's an int for every 5 intra and for every 5 dex, which is very good news to me, um, because there's more I can get in the int boards than I can get in the dex boards. But on the other hand, I would rather get dex because of things like this. So if I focus on picking for stuff for every 5 decks, that means I'm indirectly gonna be boosting stuff like this one. And where else did I have deck stuff? There was deck stuff here, but that's not that big of a problem. This one I can boost easily. I lost a little life from this. This one I can just with the Fury Works easily get. For example, if I do this, then actually let's not do this. Not in this board. Then quickly remove this. You probably stay for the boss. He was gonna go, but now he noticed the boss and he's like, damn, now I gotta stay for the boss. Dex in the intelligence, I couldn't get enough of it from Gear Rose, so there is that. If only I had 10 more levels. If I was level 85, it would have been so much more fun. With the Paragons I would have had. That's 13 levels more. %% damage to crowd control. Not that great against bosses, but for mobbing, amazing. What I don't need is this, to be honest, but the 10 willpower is nice. So if I do here, that way instead of that way, what do I get? Int power dex strength versus willpower int strength willpower. So I'm getting dex for the price of willpower, which is actually bargain, and I'll probably do that. Need to empty some points now quickly. Now I spared myself 1 point extra to place wherever I want. Optimizing my Paragon boards, squeezing them dry. I do need to get this willpower, obviously. When this is upgraded, I'll need all the willpower around here. And there's only this left, honestly. Will be 70. So this is 50, 55, 56. I mean, 60, 65, and with this one it will be 70. Means I need one more level, and then I'll have what's needed. That's the better choice. Now when this is 15 tomorrow, I will immediately get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times this bonus. Actually, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, because this one is already inside of the current radius. Are there any optimizations I can do here? Trying to take as little strength as possible. Any optimizations other than what I've done that I could make? I mean, this one right now I don't need. I could remove this point, but I could use that little bit of extra dex for various things. Oh, see, now with the optimizations I made, I got that and then some, and then some. with those little optimizations I made, eliminating all the strength I had, except for this one, because this one I can't eliminate. It's either gonna be this or that. It's inevitable to take that strength. How many more until he spawns? 5 minutes. He's hiding. Let's see, what else can I do? Now I'm at 5,000 life, which is super nice. And give Sky a little food. I can get this guy to 8,000 life. Every quest can go to 8,000 life if you roll life on every piece of equipment that can roll life. Which would be rings, helmet, chest, pants, and if you're lucky and get that one-handed sword on classes that can use one-handed sword, then that's amazing. You can get even more life. So for rogues and barbs, that one sword, I forgot what it was called, would be pretty cool. Okay, optimizations of the Paragon boards are doable when you have a little bit more points to work with. Once you start unlocking stuff at the beginning, point by point, you take certain routes that eventually later on are not as efficient, and later on you might want to rework them. Taking a point from here, moving a point from there, and stuff like that. Like, what if I were to do 1, 2, 3, 4? Right now I only have 3 points here from those int ones, and I can't remove those ints because they're needed for that. Obviously not a good way to enter through here, but through there. But what I could do is I could eliminate this strand here, and I could connect with this one side. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually this one is needed because of that one. But instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one is int willpower dex. This one is strength, so it's not worth it. It starts with strength. Strength, dex, int, willpower, int. So I'm replacing 1 willpower for 1 strength, so yeah, definitely not worth it. Alternatively, it could be strength, int, dex, dex, int, without the willpower, and that's actually not bad. Keeping the willpower. Oh no, that's willpower, never mind. So strength, int, willpower, int is one option if you need int. 3 int, less dex. Here I have 2 int. I've got that 1 dex which is helping me for this thing here. But losing 5 won't break it. But I do need a lot of dex for this one. The thing is, 2.5 attack speed, I don't care that much about it. In fact, I'm considering maybe removing some of that attack speed, like this one, eventually later on. And just I could remove 1, 2, 3, 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alternatively, instead of taking this attack speed, I can take 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove those 3. So I would be pretty much swapping out attack speed for 5 int. This one retains this one retains there. Here goes the one shot. The poison would be my bane when she starts doing that poison all over the place. No matter where I stay, I will be inside the poison. But I'm happy with how this one's performing on the Shava. Pretty beefy. Pretty beefy. Even face tanked that one just now. The one where she pulls her claws backwards. Okay, nice. Just this one.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
It is junk,
I
but
appreciate that.
for shred build maybe not so bad. It's only
Thank
2 ranks
you.
of shred though.
Impressive.
Well, at least I used the time during a shower, during waiting for a shower to spawn to optimize my Paragon boards a little. Wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for that. Might have maybe done it tomorrow, but probably not as well. That might be it for tonight. Fuck, there's a Legion's Gathering event. Fuck it. That's just 10% experience, 800,000 XP. In which place is it? Kyovashat? Kyovashat. They're not gonna squeeze me dry for some more. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight from me. More of that druid setup tomorrow. To try and get it to like 74 or 75. And I think at that point I'll probably stop it and move on to the necro. So thanks for stopping by to everyone, for watching, following, subscribing, and all the good stuff, and in general just for being here. Keep it cool. Until next time, and goodbye, Struck Club.